Alright, in this tutorial I'm going to be showing you how to create the metal text effect. Before we get started, you want to download the textures. So I had texture 1, 2, and 3. To download those, just go to my website, noiseworks.com, and enter your email into my mailing list. Then it will send you to a download link, and it will also send you an email to the download link. So do that first, download these 3, and then we're going to get started. Alright, so let's check out the layers. I have the color balance. I just made it like a blue tint. And if you open the text, you can see all the layers within it. You have the shadows, the outline, the inside. So if you disable the text, go down here to the background, some levels adjustment, some vignette. That's my logo. Alright, so let's get started. I'm going to close this. And what you want to do is open the texture 1. So the canvas size for this is already set, 1200 by 800. So basically this is just like a metal texture with scratches on it. So let's open the second one. And let's bring this onto texture 1. Close that. Let's name this texture 1. Texture 2. Alright, first thing you want to do is use or select these 2, put into zones group. Shortcut for that is Command G. Just name that background. Now with texture 2, change that blending mode to soft light. Now you can see, since we did the soft light blending mode, you can see a little bit of the texture 2 on top of texture 1. Now let's duplicate texture 2, Command J, and go down here, add a levels adjustment. We just want to bring it up a little bit. So bring the mid-tone slider towards the left, about right there. Looks good. Let's add a new layer. Now with this layer, we're going to fill that in with black. Shortcut to fill it in is Alt Delete. Go to your eraser tool. Shortcut for that is the letter E. And then make sure the hardness all the way down, and bring the brush size up about to right there. And we just erase the middle. Now change that blending mode to soft light and click save. Oops. Alright, I'm gonna save it on my desktop. Metal text. Right, since we got the background set up, let's start on the actual text. Type in metal. Change the color to white. And the font I use is called Slant. Hit Command T, hold Shift, I'm gonna enlarge it. Bring that towards the middle. Alright, so I'm gonna group that. Name text. Alright, now what we want to do is create an outline around it, and to do that, hold Command, select the text, go to Select, Modify, Expand, and let's try 10 pixel. Alright, that looks good. Now let's go to, where's Refine Edge? If you can't find anything, what I do is I go to Help, Search, and type it in. So here is under Select, Refine Edge. Zoom in. So basically what we're trying to do is round out these edges, or these corners. And to do that, just bring up the smooth. When you bring up the smooth, it softens the edges, so to make it more harder, just bring up the contrast. So about 9, 37, just click OK. Now let's create a new layer, and then just fill that in with white. So what I did is, the white's right here, I just did Command Delete, then it fill it in. Hit Command D to select. I'm gonna bring that down. Let me change this one to black so we can see it. So you can see we created the outline around it. One other thing is, on the A, I'm gonna fill that in with all white. So I'm gonna go to my lasso tool, select that, fill it in with white, Command Delete. So basically to fill it in is, if it's on the bottom, it's Command Delete. If it's on top, is Alt Delete. Zoom back out. Now what we want to do is go to our metal text, hold Command, select it, and make a selection around it. And then I'm going to disable that so you can see it. Go down here to your first layer, hit Delete, Command D to select. Basically what we want to do is create kind of like an outline. Oops. Alright, now with this, double click it, select the gradient, bring the scale all the way up, bring the opacity down to, let's do 50, hit bevel, bring the size all the way down, click OK. Oops. Double click this again, go to bevel, size all the way down, click OK. Alright, that looks good. Before we do the rest of the text, let's add our color balance adjustment layer. So with the mid-tone, select it, bring the slider to the left, and then blue slider to the right. So about right there. Alright. Now let's start bringing in the rest of the texture. Let's go to Bridge. Let's open Texture 3. Right click. Bring it into our main PSD. Close this. Let's bring it down to our text folder. Now with this, you want to go to our metal text. So hold Command, select that, and make a selection. Let's enable this one again, and then hit the mask button. And then the same thing, go down here to our Texture 2, hit Command J, bring that up. With this one, we want to hit Command T, hold Shift and Alt and bring it in about to right there. And then again, go down to the metal text, Command, select, make a selection, go to this texture, hit Mask, hit Command J, duplicate it again. I'm gonna bring the opacity down just a little bit. So about 53. Click Save. Alright, and then on this layer, double click that, and then we're gonna do a inner shadow. Bring the opacity all the way down. Bring it up just a little bit. Distant, set it to 1. Bring the opacity back up. Let's try soft light blending mode. And bring it all the way up. Yep. That looks better. Let's click OK. Alright. Now what we want to do is add some texture to the outline. So to do that, go down here to our texture again, texture 2, duplicate that, bring that up, and then instead of selecting this one, we'll select this one. So hold Command, select this, and make a selection around it. Go up here, hit the mask. Oh yeah, one more thing is I forgot to shrink the size. So unlock this, and then make sure this is selected. Hit Command T. Hold Shift and Alt, and then bring it in just like we did on the other one. And then hold Shift, bring this corner in, and then apply that. And then we could lock it back up. Hit Command J, duplicate it again. Alright, see. And then let's do one more. Let's go down here to our first texture. Let's duplicate that. Bring this up. So I'm going to disable this real quick. That's 1, 2. And that's the inside. So I'm going to bring this above that. Hit Command T. Same thing, hold Shift and Alt, bring it down. Hold Command, select the metal text, go over here, hit Mask, change that to soft light. So basically what I did is since the inside and the outline looks too much of the same, I just used the first texture and brought it up and added a different type of texture inside so it looked different from the outside. Alright, so now it's too dark. What I want to do is select this texture, the one we just the one that we just applied. Hit Command L, bring up the levels adjustment, and let's bring the slider towards the left. Just brighten it just a little bit. Alright, I'm gonna try something for the outline. So this one right here, double click it and go to the bevel, and on the highlight, let's change that to, let's try hard light, try soft light. Alright, hard light look better, so let's set it to hard light, and then let's see, let's bring up the size. It's 1. Let's try 2. Alright. So I'm gonna leave it at 2. That looks good. All right, now we want to add some shadow underneath the text. So let's go down here. So let's hold Shift and Command, select the text, and select the outline. So it makes a selection on all of it. Let's create a new layer. Bring this down underneath everything. Let's name this first Shadow. And with that, fill it in with black. Shortcut Alt Delete, Command D, deselect. Now we want to nudge it to the right about 5 pixels. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then 5 pixels down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And let's duplicate that. Let's disable this one first. And then the first shadow, let's change that blending mode to soft light. And let's nudge it back about to the left 2 pixels. 1, 2. Nudge it up 2, 1, 2. And then enable our second shadow. And then change that to soft light 2. And then this one we can go filter, blur, Gaussian blur. Right there looks good. About 7.8. Click OK. So you can see that's the hard shadow, and then we got the soft shadow. All right. One more thing. I'm trying to add some brightness to the text. So to do that, go down here to a metal text, hold Command, and select it, and then let's create a new layer above all these layers. Let's fill that in with white. So white's right here. So hit Command Delete, it'll fill it in. Command D to select, and then go to our eraser tool, shortcut letter E. Let's bring all the way down. Just erase the middle inside. Now let's go to the blending mode, change that to soft light. You know what? Let's go to a marquee tool, and then select the top, hit delete, select the bottom, hit delete. Let me redo this. Alright, go down here to metal text, hold Command, select, and go back to our top layer, fill it in with white. Command D. Let's change the blending mode to overlay. And then go to our rectangle marquee tool, select the top. Right there, hit delete, select the bottom, hit delete, Command D to select. So now basically there's a white stripe that's going in the middle. And then with that selected, go filter, blur, Gaussian blur. Click OK. And then go down to our middle text, hold Command, select that, go back to our first layer on top, hit the mask. So now it's only applying it to the inside and not the outline. So before, after. So I'm gonna bring the opacity down, bring it up just a little bit. Alright, looks good. And try one more thing. So our texture down here, this one, I'm gonna duplicate that. Let's enable all this. So that's before and after. So basically we applied 3 of these texture on top of the text. So that looks good. So that's pretty much it. That's how you create the metal text effect. And if you want to check out my other tutorial, I have the concrete text tutorial. Just click on the link on this video, then it'll take you to it and you can check it out.